What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So I want to talk about something that is very, very serious. And I've been seeing this, and we've been seeing this actually for years now, but it's starting to really get to a point where we need to pay attention. And that's automation. We need to talk about automation and the fact that all of this automation means that people are going to lose their jobs, and people have already lost their jobs because a lot of companies are moving towards AI, so they don't need employees anymore. They can have robots do pretty much everything. And so I'm going to show you guys this clip first, and then we're going to talk a little bit about this, the pros and the cons when it comes to this, because there are a lot of cons. You might think that this is something that would be great, but there are a lot of cons when it comes down to it. One is you have less employees, but we're going to even go deeper into that and talk about what are the ramifications of having less employees. And so that's what we're going to focus on in this video. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. Okay, and just a friendly reminder in the comments, make sure that you see a check mark next to my name. That check mark signifies that it's me. If you don't see that check mark, if there's a comment, they have a picture of me, they might have my name on there, they might have something else on there telling you to go to WhatsApp and all that. Do not listen to them because it's a scam. They're trying to take money from you. So make sure if you see a comment, my picture, my name, and then the check mark right next to my name, and then you'll know that that's me. Okay, so first off, let me go ahead and show you guys this clip here of, and this is at McDonald's. This is a McDonald's in Texas. Okay, so here's how the video starts. You're at the drive-thru. You have this robotic arm coming out and giving you your food. Then when you go inside the restaurant, you have a machine here. You don't have anywhere to sit. You do see that there's a person in the back corner there. Now, they do have people cooking the food, obviously, but that's it. You don't have anyone taking your order at cashier or nothing like that. So one thing is I don't even know if it takes cash, as well as when it comes to you're going to have to use your credit card or your debit card in order to make this transaction happen. And so this is something that we need to pay attention to. Now, there are a lot of people that are saying, and you have some people who are saying, look, this is what happens when you want a $15 an hour minimum wage and things like that. But the reality is you have a lot of companies out there right now that are paying more than $15 an hour. A lot of fast food restaurants that serve food that I would consider better than McDonald's, and they're paying their employees a lot better. When it comes to Texas minimum wage is at the lowest level. I think it's like third in the U.S. when it comes to their minimum wage. And so that is not the issue when it comes to this automated McDonald's. So you hear people saying different things, and some people are criticizing the actual employees at McDonald's and saying, well, it looks like we'll be getting our order right now, and they'll be able to give us our order without giving us attitude and things like that. I mean, it's just amazing. It's amazing that what some people are saying. But one thing people are failing to realize, what if your order is wrong? What if your order comes out wrong through the robot, through the machine? Who do you talk to? Now you're in a situation where you don't have anyone to say, hey, you know what, you missed my fries, and they can go ahead and get your fries. Now you're going to have to, I don't even know how that would work. I guess you got to go knock on the back door and tell the cook, hey, you missed my fries, so they can give you your fries. So this is the future. Okay, so now let's talk about the real negatives when it comes to this. The real negatives, first of all, less employees. So you have less people working, less people in the workforce. That means when it comes to our economy as a whole, stimulating our economy, you're going to have less people working to stimulate our economy. So that is a bad thing. Now, one other thing, and this is not being talked about, and this is what we really need to focus on, when it comes to Social Security and Medicare. This is very important because now you have these companies that don't have to pay into the FICA tax, as well as you have they're not going to have the same amount of employees paying into the FICA tax. So let's just talk a little bit about what that would mean. So FICA tax right now, if I'm working for a company, I'm paying 6.2% FICA tax to Social Security. Okay, so that money goes into Social Security. It helps with the benefits that people are currently receiving. The employer also pays a 6.2%. That goes to Social Security, helps with the benefits that people are currently receiving. So if we're in a situation now where we are reducing our workforce, so you have all these companies that are reducing their workforce, they don't have to pay into Social Security anymore. The company doesn't have to pay, and you're not going to have employees that are going to be paying into the Social Security system. And so what does that mean? That means that the trust fund that you keep hearing about that's going to be going bankrupt by 2035, now just the trust fund, it's not going to be Social Security as a whole, but that trust fund is going to run out even faster because less people are going to be contributing to Social Security. And then when we start looking at the big picture, if we get to a place where we have a lot of companies, the vast majority of companies with this automation, then we're going to have less people in the workforce as a whole, period. And that is going to be detrimental to the future of Social Security and Medicare. Medicare is a different program where they take 2.9%. So you take 2.9%. If I'm working, 2.9% is going to Medicare, as well as the employer is matching that 2.9%. So it'd be the same situation. So you reach 65, you want to get on Medicare, your benefits might be reduced as a result of all this automation. And I'm the type of person that loves technology, but when I see things like this, it really concerns me because I'm starting to think, even when I'm going to a lot of the department stores to buy goods for my house. I'll just put it that way, right? Or for DIY projects and things like that. And every time there's a certain place that I go, every time I go to that store, all they have are the automated machines. You'll have two people standing next to these automated machines. And of course, they're helping you out. There's 4 different machines. And so that's all they have. And then they might have one person. They have like the professional end where if you're a professional or if you have a business, you do construction and things like that, they'll have one person working that area there. And that's it. You don't have anyone else. You don't have the regular tellers that they used to have. And so that's less people working. And companies are moving towards this. And this is the future. I mean, we know you have Amazon Fresh where you can go into a store and you don't have anyone in the store. Basically, you just go in there, you take the items that it records you when you go in. So they have your information from your Amazon Prime. You walk in there, they have your credit card information, your debit card, whatever. You just take your items, take them off the shelf, put them in your cart. I guess you bag them. I haven't been to one of these stores yet, but you bag them up and then you just walk out of the store and it will automatically charge you. And this sounds great. It sounds convenient. However, less people in the workforce. And that's what we need to be really thinking about. And these companies they're moving towards this. And they're using the excuse, we don't want to have to pay these employees more money. And so that's why we're going to these different, this automation and things like that. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do in the future. I mean, we've moved this way already. I mean, we've been doing this for years. I mean, just look at any business. Usually if you make a phone call to a business, you're not getting someone answering the phone right away. Usually it's a recording, and then it will kind of funnel you through to where you need to go. And so that means less employees because you'd have an employee normally that would answer the phone and go ahead and route you to the right place. But now it's a machine that does all that. And they even have machines now that pretty much can do anything that you can do on your computer, you can do on a machine when you make that phone call. So we've already seen this, but it's getting to a point now where it's getting into the restaurant industry. It's going to be all over, and it's just going to be a disaster. I think this is this one way to reduce the amount of people who are working and keep that money. McDonald's can keep that money to themselves because they don't have to divvy it out to the different employees. So I want to know what you guys think about this. So let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.